Hello, this is Annette with Project Refine Life. Welcome to my channel and an unboxing. I know I'm not supposed to be buying decks right now, but I saw this deck. I can't remember when or where, but it's been on my list for a bit. And you know, at this point, and I keep saying, I just want things that are a little bit different. And this one, as I was looking through like my wish list, it's different. And so I looked and it was available because it wasn't available for a while, but now it's available. So this is, I went ahead and opened this up. Oh, okay. Just some different packaging there. This is the Pocket of Vines Tarot. This is created by Neveda Buckley. She goes by Instagram or on Instagram as @Neveda_Buckley. Oh, look at this pretty little flower. Oh my gosh, dudes, either she did this or it's just a coincidence. I'm not quite sure. Look it looks like a little face. Holy moly. You guys. Okay, I have to tell you guys, like, I get really excited by little things. It doesn't take much to like make me laughing like giddy, but oh my God, look, it looks like he has a little haircut right there with his little hair coming up. Looks like little eyeballs and a mouth. I don't know if this was intentional. Did she do this? No, it's just the plant. Oh, I love it. Oh my God. Okay, it's staying right up here. Holy moly. I hope you guys can see it. Okay, and now let me stop geeking out. Check this out, guys. Check out this scarf. I heard that she always wraps, oh, check it out. Look at that. I heard that she always wraps things differently. Oh, there's some of the little flowers right there. Here, let me put those down there. Oh, how precious is that, guys? Look at that. Is really pretty. Okay, so I'm just gonna leave all the little remnants from this flower right there. All right, let's see. Okay, I have to say I really appreciate this. This looks as if it's been used before, and I love that. If you get a gift from me, and I've always said that, if you get a gift from me, it's probably going to be in a bag that's been in and out of my family for about 2 or 3 years. The wrapping paper, anytime we receive a gift, I am so careful with the tissue paper. I'm so careful with the tissue paper because I want to reuse it. I don't want to just throw things away. Oh, look it. So this deck to me is a little bit different, and to be honest, I'm not quite sure. It says that it's a tarot, but I'm not sold on whether or not it's a tarot deck or an oracle. Okay, so let's see here. This is a quick reference guide for traditional tarot meanings. Okay, let's see. Oh, okay. Needles for swords. Eyes are cups. Vessels are coins. Herbs are wands. I love that herbs are wands. It has the major arcana. And let's see here. She has a little spread here. That's the front. And nothing on the back. Okay. That's cool. So Neveda is a tattoo artist, and she created this deck in 2020 during the lockdown. And it gave her time, she says on her website, to create this deck. Let's see here. So it comes in a little tuck box, and the tuck box is a nice quality. It's not thin. Keep what is precious to you safe. Mend your mind to be there for others. Do not let yourself fade. We plant seeds, whether we realize it or not. That is absolutely beautiful. I really love that. Very nice. And as you can see, this is idea of the art that you're gonna witness right here. So these are the cards. This is your standard tarot deck size. Let me see, do I have my little reference thing here? Where did it go? Here we go. All right. So your standard reference, or not reference, your standard tarot deck size. And it has this little eyeball right there, this all-seeing eye in a sense. And here, see, now I didn't know that it came with this. I thought it just came with these two right here, Pocket of Vines Ritual. So there's a little ritual, and I love ritual. So that will be something that I will encounter and look at because the print is small. So I'll need my glasses on definitely to do that. So I can't even read that to you at this point. Oh, this is a way to connect with your deck. And again, a little reminder of what's what. I find it interesting that the eyes, is that right? Eyes are cups. Let me see. Let me just review this real quick, because remember, this is my first time seeing this deck too, guys. So yeah, the eyes are cups. That's an interesting concept to me. Vessels are coins. I would have thought these two would be switched. So that's going to take some adjustment for me, because automatically, not this. Oh my goodness, what am I talking about? Okay, so swords, eyes are cups, vessels are coins, herbs are wands. I totally get this. I totally get that. These are interesting, but I get the concept. I get the concept. Let's see here. I'm going to read this real quick if I can. 1 through 10 of eyes, cups, child of eyes, page of cups, craft of eyes, knight of cups, cradle of eyes, queen of cups, chariot of eyes is the king of cups. Okay, so the suits have been renamed as well. I'm going to keep this close by, guys, because I'm probably going to have to refer to this. All right, so how is this done? Okay, I'm really not sure of what's going on here, but let's just go ahead and do the flip through, and then we'll figure things out. Okay guys, I needed to take a break after that flip through because I was like, what the heck is going on here? What did I order? So the majors have been completely renamed and they were not in order. So I went through, put everything in order. I brought up my RWS so that we could go through the cards. I think I'll at least go through the majors and then we'll kind of take a look at them. I did bring out some tarot and oracle decks that I think might work. I don't know how far I'm going to go with this video, but I went ahead and took this, and like I said, this is hard for me to read. So what I did is I just put it in my photocopier and I enhanced the size so that I could remember what is what. And then in addition to that, I have my reminder here that the vessels are coins and that the eyes are cups. So let's just take a look at some of these and try to see where I can make my comparisons. And I guess I'm going to have to decide if I'm going to use this as an oracle or a tarot. Now, one other thing that I did is, while I had stopped this video to figure out what was going on, is I looked for any videos that might have a walkthrough of this deck. There's no walkthroughs. I couldn't find any. However, I did find one video, which was a VR to Dawn Michelle, and it is hashtag Hearth and Homes deck by the lovely Sylvia at Fairlight Tarot. In this video, she wasn't talking specifically about this deck, but she spoke on this deck. And she stated herself that she uses it more as an oracle, and I can completely understand why, because trying to get to know these headings, and there's no numbers on the majors. So that might be something that I may be able to resolve by just placing a number on the deck. I don't know if I want to go that far or not, but maybe I'll just get to know it and it won't be a big deal. I'm not sure. So let's just go ahead and take a look at the majors, at least compared to the RWS. So here we have the lighthearted showing up as the Fool, carefree, impulsive journey. I do like the overall art. This person is in this position where you can see like there's a lightheartedness about their stance and how they're positioning themselves. They're open and yet pulled in, and it looks like they're doing a dance. So I like that. The Magician, I love the openness here of, and the renaming as the Witch. Talents, dexterity, and imagination. I love the symbols here. So we have all the symbols that are the suits here within the deck. I like that. I like this like little fire going on almost within the hair. It's almost looking like fire. And then we have these drops here, or they could be needles. The Apparition is the renaming for the High Priestess. I love the way that she's holding her hands. That's nice. The Fertile Crone. You know, this is when I was going through the flip through, I was like, oh, okay, so there's a renaming and they're not in order is what was very obvious to me as I was looking through it. Affection, fruition, and protection. I love that. That's so tender. That's beautiful. That's really tender. The Emperor is renamed as the Preserved. Stable, ambitious, support. I like the way he has a little plant growing in his hand. He has a house on his head. Very interesting. I really like some of these little aspects that she's putting in to the art. Ritual Residue is the renaming of the Hierophant, and Ritual Residue is the name of Neveda Buckley's tattoo shop. So I like that. That is very cool. This name kind of really attracted me to the deck to begin with too. So we have Spiritual, Teacher, and Kindness. We have the hands coming up and her giving from this heart space. this energy, this wisdom, there's a giving and receiving, like they're willing to receive as she's willing to give, and she's obviously willing to give what she has within her spirit, within her soul. Her eyes are kind of here but not here. I like that. Very, very nice. And I love the curly hair. All right. The lovers are the entwined: choice, love, and passion. Very nice. I love that there actually is some entwined growth going on here between the two, and they are one. So you can see, and this can be the light and the shadow. This can be taken any specific way. So I like to look at the lovers as a self-reflection of yourself, like loving yourself and giving to yourself, and really being within that energy. So here, I think you can take it as, you know, a two-person relationship or relationship within yourself, you know, working on that light and that shadow as well. Levitation is the renaming for the Chariot: triumph, overcome, and journey. Okay. You know, I mean, I never would have thought about this in this capacity, but I do get it, because the Chariot is moving forward. And, you know, that is the thing, like to overcome, to keep on going, to triumph, and to move forward along your journey. So I like that. That's good. Okay. The strength is powers within. This is so cool. I love it. I love the eye right within the core of her body: courage, strength, and confidence. That's really nice. I like that. Okay. Hermit. Oh, one more thing here. The powers within, as you can see, she's kind of buckled down. You know, I like that because, you know, strength and courage requires some work, and sometimes you're not standing upright when you're going through it, but you're persevering through it anyway. So I like that. The solitary retreat is the renaming for the hermit: growth, secluded, and reflection. I love that she has a cup of coffee there. Yes, that's my retreat as well. Chance of rain. For the Wheel of Fortune, you have all four elements going on here: fate, progress, and cycle. Okay. I like that, because within the Wheel of Life, you are going to experience many chances of rain. And it's up to you to just work through and with these elements that are being given to you at that point, at that cycle in life, and to continue to progress on your cycle. And have to have faith as well, and to believe in fate. Okay, justice has been renamed as balance: fairness, justice, and responsibility. This is interesting to me. But I guess I get it, because you have to be balanced within all four of the elements in order to have a very balanced life. It's not just one or the other, it is balancing all of them. So for me, it kind of corresponds, like, and I know it's not here, but within my mind, like the chakras. If you can think about that, like if you have one unbalanced, the other ones are not going to work right either. They need to be cycled, they need to be in unison, they need to be balanced. So I get it now, and I like it. I like it. Okay, the Hanged Man is the barred room: sacrifice, adjust, suspend. What is going on here? Okay, she's on the floor, and I guess, you know, if you're suspended in air, you're not going anywhere. You are on the floor. You are, and you know what? Okay. For me, this is getting emotionally driven. So she's in a room, she's on the floor, and really, when you're on the ground, when you're down, right? When you're down, that's when you have an opportunity to really take a look around and say, wow, how could I have done this differently? sacrifice, adjust, suspend. Like maybe I need to just pull back a little bit. Maybe I need to adjust some things. What is it that I need to sacrifice in order to get back on my feet, to stand up tall? And I don't know exactly what this is up here. I'm almost feeling like it's a vent and that she's below the surface and there's some roots coming in from some sort of tree or plant or growth that's happening above her. I almost feel like this is like a basement in a sense. I like that. It's really neat. Okay. Wilted from death, ending, change, and renewal. She has these big scratches in the front of her poncho, it looks like. Okay, I get it. I like it. I see a deeper meaning within these. I like the way she's structuring these. Temperance is exchange, moderation, balance, and serenity. Oh my goodness. Oh, I love this. Oh my God, you guys. God, if you can, this is deep. This is deep. I really love this. Oh my God. She's holding on to her heart. She's giving, like there is an exchange, that reciprocity. Oh, you guys. Okay. The taker replaces the devil, indulgent, entangled, and puppet. And you can see that there is something attached here. So those cords, those attachments, where are you acting as a puppet to be chained to or be pulled by? And how can you, maybe you're keeping yourself there because it's an indulgent type of situation. You know, you're getting something from it too. So what is it that you're willing to, how far are you willing to go for that? That's cool. I like that. That's kind of like a different take on the devil that I'm used to. So I like it. The Tower is the collapse, disruption, rebuild, and survive. The Tower is my favorite card. I love the Tower because it is all about surviving, rebuilding, and surviving from the disruption in your life. And she is just grieving. There is rain coming from the sky. I mean, but there's still like, there's that release, right? So you're going through it. You can't stay here. You know, you can't stay here. She can't keep crying, you know, but she can rebuild from it. She can survive. She's going to make it. Oh, you guys. Oh my goodness. Okay. The Ember replaces the Star for hope, guidance, and insight. Okay. For me, I always see, let me come back here for a minute. Remember, the Tower is before. And the Tower, I always remember that the Tower, even though it's been struck by lightning, things are falling apart, it has the solid foundation. So here, for me, within the Star, this is the solid foundation, right? Let's revert back to that. What is your home, your internal home? This home has an eye on it. It has the fire. I like this, hope, guidance, and insight. Because when it comes right down to it, when we have to reground in order to rebuild and to start over, we have to come back home to ourselves. We have to be in that space. And like, if you've had a hard time, or say you've been somewhere that just felt really bad to you, have you ever noticed when you step into your home how it's almost like, oh, I'm so glad to be home? Or even when you're out on vacation, you come back and you're like, I'm so glad to be home. Just give me my own coffee, my own creamer, like just let me feel okay and safe and know that everything's going to be okay. I really like that. Maybe I'm going too far into this, guys, but I really, really like it. The Moon has been renamed as the Storm, caution, premonitions, and changes. Okay. She has that vessel of water, that container of water, that emotion. And anytime you're holding on to glass, like, you do need to be careful. You can't just slam it down. You need to notice changes. And then the water too, the water for me, if you've heard about Dr. Emoto and the molecular structure of water and how it shifts and changes based on what kind of music and what kind of words are being used, I think you do need to have caution. I think you do need to be careful with what you're surrounding yourself with in order to bring on those changes through the storm. Like, how do you get through that? And you need to watch out with what you're surrounding yourself with. I get that. I like it. I think I might have to dig into this a little bit more, but I like it initially. That's my initial thought. The sun has been renamed as the flame, energy, attainment, and happiness. Okay. I like this more than the naked baby. I really do. This is really good. Energy, attainment, and happiness. I like it. Okay. Judgment has been renamed awakening, and it's renamed that in several decks that I'm aware of. Forgiveness, spiritual, and rebirth. I like the way that she's dropping. She's dropping, she's releasing. There's energy that's pushing and surrounding her as she's coming to this awakening. And hopefully she's going to awaken before she hits the floor, right? Or maybe she is there. Maybe she's just kind of allowing herself to fall, which comes into this whole angel idea. Okay. Okay, I had to restart the video because there was some spider drama going on downstairs. And now we're back. So the world has been renamed as the liberated. The key words are completion, freedom, and wisdom. And I really, really like this because the world is the completion. Like, you've gone through everything, right? And now you have more wisdom. You have taken on all of these attributes from all of this life that you've lived, these major aspects of life and living through it and gaining wisdom. So this is your completion. And with that completion and with that wisdom does come freedom. And you can see that within her stance. So for me, this looks like mountain pose. When I have my students set up for mountain pose, I have them stand up, I have them release their shoulders, let their arms hang, open up their palms so they can receive and feel and just be in that moment. Her eyes are closed, her third eye is open, and you can see all this growth that is just twirling around her. It is part of her. It's coming up from her feet all the way up, and it continues to move up. So I really like the majors. Love them. I love them. I haven't even worked with this deck yet, and I really love them. I'm going to just flip through very, very quickly because I believe that there was some cards out of order. I'm not going to go through them completely as far as conversations are concerned, but I am going to flip through, and if you want to just silence me and take a look at these cards together and what they have to offer. I also rearranged the suits so that way they're all in order too, and that way you can just kind of look at these side by side. And I'm going to have to go through these one by one. It's going to take a little bit of time, and more time than I have available right now. And looking at these and my initial reaction to the majors, it's probably more time than you have as well, because I like the renaming of these, and I like the key words. They're really, really good. I love what she's using here. Earlier I called this the chariot. It's the charade of eyes, which is, the charade is the kings. So here we have the renaming of the charade of eyes, which is the King of Cups, artistic, generous, and counselor. Got a little rabbit there, so I'm going to have to really dig into these. Like I said earlier, I really like the wands and the use of the herbs going through this. Very nice, very nice. You guys, this is available now, and I don't know, from Sylvia's video that she said that she had talked about earlier, I think her video was done like 7 months ago, and at that time the deck was sold out. It's available now. I don't know how many of these decks the creator has, but if you, like me, can see the depth of what this deck entails, I don't know, you might want to reach out to the creator if it's something that you feel called to. But I like it, and I'm glad that I got it, because I ordered the deck, and then like a day later I was like, why did I order that deck? I'm not supposed to be spending money right now. I really have to watch my funds right now. But this looked different to me. This was a different aspect. I loved the art. I loved the two tones of the colors within the deck, because I always feel like those two colors, like the black and white or the cream and white, just gives you a little bit more depth, and you really have to kind of tune into it. I love the simplicity of the art, but the overall depth of it as well. I don't know, I'm just, I'm really impressed. Going side by side with the majors, I'm really impressed. I really like the keywords. I can see how this deck will be very different as far as working, not only for myself, but even with others, because of those keywords. I think when you're working with somebody else, I don't do a lot of readings for somebody else, but again, if there's a special healing session or any type of workshop or something where I can see that these would come in handy, or depending on the person, I think I might, you know, utilize this deck, because those keywords, it's not just you, you know what I mean? I think sometimes they may think, why are you saying that? But with the keywords, it kind of helps like solidify your message. Two of Vessels, juggle difficulties, clever. I like that. That's cute. Okay, let's see here. Three of Vessels, skilled recognition rewards. Very nice. You see what I'm saying, guys? With some of these keywords, they're really good. Hoarding, greed, desire. Okay. Simple but effective. Restrictions, poverty, and failures. Five of Vessels. Six of Vessels. Kindness, support, and permission. I like that. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty impressed, guys. I'm pretty impressed with the keywords and with the images, because if you look in and just kind of allow your mind to open up and look into these, I totally get this. Family, prosperity, and travel. So the child is the page, study, message, quest. The craft is the knight. I like the renaming. I like the renaming. Now that I'm looking through them and understanding this deck a little bit better, I totally get it. The cradle of Vessels, the queen, the cradle, to hold, to comfort, to nurture. I love that. Generous, noble, and communication. Very nice. And then the charade of Vessels. Earlier I called it the Chariot because I was trying to read that small print, but it is the charade of Vessels, and that represents the king. Advice, clever, and reliable. Very, very nice. I'm gonna have to do a pairing video for you guys at a later time, because I'm all out of time. And I've taken a long time on this walkthrough, going through each card, comparing it to the RWS, and then you were able to see the unboxing of it as well. So thank you guys so much. Tell me how you feel about this deck. I'm curious to know. I appreciate you. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you later.